Good morning. Truck's in the shop. I'm gonna go do a little bit of shopping. Mostly reconnaissance type stuff. Got a few things I'm looking for, and if I don't find them, then I don't buy anything. So, what's going on with the truck in the shop? Well, I just got home.
A little bit dark out, but that's okay.
Yeah, it was the only time I have this week to take care of this. So, last week we talked about the trailer and some updates on that.
And some of the weather issues we've been having.
Yeah, this week we're going to do a short video on a truck update. Tomorrow morning, I'm taking the truck in to Coquitlam Prizer where we bought it for some service. We're probably taking it a little earlier than it needs to as far as what the sticker says, for the oil change, etc., etc. We still have a few more kilometers that we could do, but something happened to the truck with all this weather we've been having, and I was actually speaking to my daughter who has virtually the same truck, not a diesel though, and they had the same thing happen to their truck. Let me show you what happened. Can you read that? Yeah, I'm not sure if you can read that, but basically what it says is that the park sensor is needing service. So with all this nasty weather we've been having, the truck has decided that the sensors for the park sense are not working, and the park sense light just is on. So tomorrow morning, bright and early, taking this in to get it fixed, hopefully. And they said that was covered under warranty. So that's part of our truck update. We'll get back to you with the rest of that later. What's going on with the truck in the shop? It is getting the park sensors looked at and then regular service as well. So I'm curious, everything's supposed to be under warranty, so I should not be out of pocket, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, and I'll show you why the park sensors were going off in another clip. Here we go. Well, back here at Coquitlam Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and truck is back in my hands. Had an oil change. The guy said, never seen such a boring report, because there's nothing wrong. We of course got the new tires, we got good brakes, and the only thing they had to do was change one of the sensors. So dashboard is once again clear and we're ready to go. So we'll talk a little bit about truck performance in our winter weather in a little bit. If you'll recall, back in the fall we had said that for our anniversary we got 4 new tires for the truck.
2 for her, 2 for me.
And let's talk a little bit about those tires and how they've been performing with the truck, Brent.
Well, you're the one that drives the truck probably a good 90% of the time. But they are awesome. They are Hercules tires. Got them from my buddy Randy and Prince George, and they're doing great.
Yeah.
No complaints at all.
Yeah, and you know what, when I drove in the snow, and let's face it, us people down here in the Lower Mainland, we don't do well driving in snow, especially if we've been born and raised here. And my philosophy is take it easy, take it slow, and just go, and I had no trouble at all in the snow.
Yeah, we never had any trouble at
Stopping,
all.
going, it was fine. Let's have a look at these tires. They're pretty beefy. They pick up all the rocks. So the truck, I'm going to say, is absolutely filthy. We haven't had a chance to wash it for a very long time because of the weather. So they are an all-weather tire.
They are an all-weather tire. They're a Hercules
Mud and snow.
TerraTrack AT.
And check out the beef on that tread. We get rocks. When we're driving down the road, we hear rocks go flying out when we get up to highway speeds. Good morning. So after a little conversation, Brent and I just talked last night. Trying to record after dark is kind of silly. So we talked about the tires, and we were really pleased with them. A friend of Brent's recommended them. I was like, do we have to get something that beefy? Oh, I don't want to spend money, you know. It's the Dutch in me, I'm cheap. Anyways, yeah, so Hercules tires, they're mud and snow. They have a little snowflake on them in the mountain range on them. They're super beefy. I'll just turn the camera around and show you. And now that it's daylight, you can actually see them. So there's the rear tire. I'm trying really hard not to show you the truck because it's super dirty with the weather we've been having. It's just nasty. It's so dirty. I'm hoping that this weekend when we get a little bit of sunshine that we can give it a wash. Okay. I thought there was something in the tire. I don't have any rocks in there right now, but usually when I park the truck, I'll usually find like a rock stuck in the tread. I mean, here's my fingernail. There's a nice deep tread on these. They've just been awesome in the snow, in the rain, over here by the trees. Oh, there's a rock sticking right out of there. Yeah, they just pick them up. The tires just pick up the rocks. Something crazy. But we're really pleased. When it's time to get new tires, we'll probably get something the same. Maybe we can go up and see Randy again when we're due for tires. So I'm pretty pleased with the truck overall. It has had very little issues that we've had to deal with. So I took it in to get the light sensor. No, the park sensor light, so it would turn off and wouldn't yell at me every time I started the truck up.
Or touch the brakes.
Yeah. So that's all fixed now. And beyond that, they did a regular service for us. And the guy's like, this is a really boring service report because your brakes are great, your tires are great. And basically the truck has nothing.
It's good to have a report like that once in a while.
Yeah, it's great. So I'm really pleased about that. That's all we wanted to talk about for this week.
Give us a thumbs up if you like what you see.
Don't forget to subscribe.
And ring that bell for notifications.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye. Why don't we stand facing the other way so the awning the light will light up our faces.
Okay.
Okay.
That works. That works.
There we go. Stand right on the counter, huh?
No, not high enough.
We have the technology.
That's too high. There we go. Stop it.